What is up, dudes and lady dudes? Welcome back to more Yu-Gi-Oh! News. News has just been crazy, and I've wanted to make other videos, but unfortunately I've had some trouble with getting mail in to make, to finally complete some builds of decks that I wanted to do. But at least while that's been happening, we've been getting a ton of news, so I'm very happy about that. I've been very psyched about everything we've been seeing. And here we go, some more stuff for the end of Blazing Vortex. So Konami's doing one of those things that they did kind of last time with Phantom Rage, I believe, where they got 5 different content creators. They might have had more last time, but they're going to be kind of just splitting certain parts of the set up between the different content creators, and they'll just be explaining, going through those things, showing them off, and it's really cool. It's awesome for the content creators. I think it's a great way for Konami to not have reveals, but in a more exciting way, I would say, overall, because I think the video format is just more exciting to see brand new cards being held in person, or even just just seeing it in a video, even if it's just an image, is better than just seeing it in an article on Yu-Gi-Oh! Organization. No problem to them. They do their job great, but I think it's just extra exciting the first time you see something new. So I don't know what creators exactly are doing which, or what order. We just know what's being showed off on what days. So I believe starting tomorrow, Saturday at 11 a.m. it looks like, 11 a.m. Eastern, Eastern Standard Time, they'll be starting everything off here. Got some spoilers leaking up here real quick. Okay, so starting on tomorrow, I believe somebody will be starting with Armed Dragon. So the new Armed Dragon support, they're really cool. It's the cover card. It's cool, but I don't think it's incredible. I think it's good to hit people with the nostalgia factor right out the gate. Those people who love GX and try and get them interested in the set with Armed Dragon, fine. Day 2, or Sunday, we have somebody doing Security Force. S Force is I guess the English translation for it. This is a weird little archetype because Konami seems to be weirdly pushing this archetype a little bit more, just saying look at this archetype, it's cool. And I do think the designs are cool, some of the mechanics are cool, but I don't think competitively it's anywhere near ready just yet. And even with the Lightning Overdrive 3 new cards, I still don't think that stuff makes the deck amazing. I think they're nice. I think the trap card is nice. I think one of the monsters was decent and the other one was meh. I don't know. It just seems weird that that's the archetype they're really pushing out there. I hope they get some really good support maybe in the next set after Lightning Overdrive to make them actually a real player. Then on day 3 is where we get interesting. Free agents, okay? So this is a term they deemed last time when they did this, where somebody took a day. Free agents essentially is a term Konami uses to represent all the cards that aren't necessarily for an archetype, but they're just good generic cards. They just want to say, hey, this card's in this set. It's mainly going to be chase cards, right? Pot of Disparity is going to be here. Probably the new Monster Hand Trap, the new dragon guy. I don't think he's amazing outside of maybe dragon decks, because at least he jumps on the board as a dragon, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. And also there's the Trap Monster card. It's pretty cool. It summons itself as a Trap Monster, and then it can negate summons by tributing a Trap Monster. Doesn't have to tribute itself, by the way, so it has synergy with Paleos and Eldritch and stuff, which is very cool. But that's kind of it, and that's the interesting part here, because in this description, Konami came out and just straight up said 6 cards are going to be talked about in this video. Well, as far as I can see, when I go through Blazing Vortex, I really have only seen 3 cards, those 3 that I just mentioned, that I'm those are solid free agents to talk about, which is where we get really interesting when we talk about the TCG exclusives, which will lead us into our last thing. So after that, Konami pretty much came out in this video and said that 7 new War Rock cards for the new archetype coming in Blazing Vortex, which will be revealed on the 4th day, is the War Rock archetype, which is really cool. Only 7 of them are War Rocks, which means there are 12 other TCG exclusive cards and then 1 import. People are theorizing that the import could be Crossout Designator, which would kind of make sense because the set, I think, up until this point, kind of feels a little underwhelming. So maybe that's where they're just boom, Pot of Disparity, Crossout Designator. Those are 2 big chase cards to kind of help round out the set. That, at least you have some top heaviness to kind of make up for the rest of the set. I don't know. I could see it happening. I'm not entirely sure if that's what they would do, but whatever. All I'm saying is, out of those other 13 cards, the 12 TCG exclusives that aren't War Rocks and the last OCG import, you might have 2 or 3 big free agent cards or really good free agent cards that Konami felt like was worth talking about as a standalone, just good card that you should know about. So keep your eyes on that. That could be huge. Coming in day 3, which takes us to day 4, the War Rocks. Now, you may not have been ready for this. They also revealed this image with revealing this information. 7 War Rock cards. This is their design. At least 2 of the new monsters. This is so cool. I mean, like, I don't know. Okay. I understand if you were one of those people that said, War Rock, more rock support. It works with Adamantispators. I loved Adamantispators. They're not that good right now, but another good rock archetype could shoot them to the top. They're probably not rock type. Maybe they still could be. I wouldn't bet on it based on their designs. They look just like warriors, which is whatever. But yeah, if you're let down, I get it. But also, I've learned at this point, watching Yu-Gi-Oh! News and stuff, when they reveal stuff like just a name for an archetype, when you start assuming, that's when you're just going to get let down every single time. I promise you. Like, because you'll just be like, rock archetype, rock archetype, rock archetype. These are warriors that, like, maybe live in the mountains, and that's why they're war rocks, or something like that, right? Anyway, bottom line, talking about how they look now, I love their designs. Both of them. I think they both look phenomenal. They look like we got fucking like Super Saiyan Broly over here on the right side, and then you have like I don't know, an Amazoness monster on the left. I'm a huge fan of the Amazoness archetype. Design wise, as far as like the art goes, they just never were that good. So I don't know. This is one of those, and I don't talk about like art wise, like the designs of cards all that often, but this archetype has that same kind of aesthetic and like art style that stuff like Amazoness is the first thing that comes to mind. Gravekeepers, when you look at like the style, the Gravekeepers are like the same exact style as this art, and I love this. This is one of my favorite art styles they ever have used in the artwork of Yu-Gi-Oh! Over the entire history of the game. And Subterra's even. Not necessarily Guru, although maybe Guru has the same like line work and like design aesthetic, but more so like Nemesis Archer and like Nemesis Warrior. Those are the 2 big ones that look the most like these. So I don't know. I'm very excited to see what they do. And also keep in mind, it's only 7 cards, just like Plunder Patrols. I don't know if you remember, but when Plunder Patrols got their first wave of support, everybody said, oh, cool mechanic. Not good. And they weren't good at first. They needed their second wave of support to really come into their own as a deck. And that's what I think what we'll see here, because we already have the cards, the next set of cards were confirmed for Lightning Overdrive in the next set. So we'll see that, and hopefully that volley of cards will help this archetype round out fully. I have no idea what they could do. I don't want to speculate on that because we're going to find out in 4 days, so whatever, right? But I'm extremely, extremely excited. I mean, just design-wise, like, I'm in with it. I'm about it. I'm about it. All right. And then we look at the last thing here, which is the 5th and final day is actual packs being opened. So somebody's just going to do like a pack opening, which is actually really interesting, right? Because the cards we don't know are the 20 cards that are the 19 TCG exclusives and the 1 OCG import. And if we show the 7 War Rock cards on Tuesday, and maybe 1 or 2 of these cards are revealed on Monday because they're the free agent good generic cards, then we're still going to have like 10 cards left over that we have no idea, we've never seen before, and those will most likely have a good shot at being revealed during the pack opening, which is still kind of exciting. So I think Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are the big days for me. I think just Saturday, Sunday, we're just talking about stuff we've already seen revealed. I already know about this stuff because I follow the news pretty closely. But yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we got big reveals coming. I'm very excited for all 3 days to see what Konami has in store for this set. I'm excited. I just want to make a video making everybody ready and everybody aware what to expect, what to kind of go into this, thinking and knowing what days are what. Keep in mind, I just think it starts tomorrow, right? Be held on the 30th. Oh. Yeah. Okay. No, this is just reminder news. There's no date on here, which is kind of weird to me, but I believe it starts tomorrow. If not, the order is still the same. It just starts on a different day. I believe it starts tomorrow though, so keep that in mind. But I'm gonna end it off here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, let me know in the comment section down below, what day are you most excited for? Are you excited to find out some big banger free agent cards on Monday? Are you looking for the War Rock archetype on Tuesday? Or are you looking for just the extra stuff? Like, I say extra stuff, like you'd expect whatever, but keep in mind, we were never warned about Time Thieves, and a lot of people love Time Thieves, me included, and Konami just threw them in there like, here's a new common archetype, all common rarity archetype, here you go. And it was actually like really cool, and actually was played with Lunalights competitively at one point, and people love it. So like, who knows, maybe there's another mini archetype that's gonna like come out of this. I don't know. I'm just throwing possibilities out there. So let me know what you're most excited for out of this news. I cannot wait to bring you more as it comes day to day in the next upcoming 5 days, and I'm pumped. So thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you want to stay tuned for all Yu-Gi-Oh news and stuff like that, reviews on new reveals and stuff. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.